which, you know, makes more sense, really. I mean, I could just come and teach you random moves, and we can do that. But, you know, that's what's so funny about jiu-jitsu, and when you look at really the big picture of it, is the guys that don't know anything, the guys sitting in front of YouTube and all that, they're looking for it. Well, they don't know. The guys that are competing well and competing high, they know that they've already got enough jiu-jitsu. It's polishing what you've got. You know, I'm not trying to make you guys boring fighters. I'm just trying to make you win. You know, and that's what's happened. I mean, you look at the overall success, we win. We don't use the flying inverted homo cobra plata. You know, we don't. It doesn't work. You know, good guard, good defense, good top game. You know, when you compete, anyways, fight for the top, get on top, stay on top. Remember that. You know, we use our guard. Guard's fun. It's good. You should have a great guard. You should have a very developed guard, because you never know when you're going to have to use it to its absolute extreme. You should also be able to pass guard like an animal. You know, and I don't mean like, you know, I mean like smash, control, pressure. That's how you pass. You're not going to outrun them. It's not going to happen. You know, a dog chasing his tail. It's not going to work. You know, you need to be able to apply that pressure, but you also need to have a handful of things that work. You know, I don't care. You know, I hear this from someone. I don't want to say who, Greta. They've only got a college show. So what? So what? It's worked like 15 times in a row. Whatever. You know, I don't care. You use what you have to put, you know, the good people use their game and use the pieces they have to funnel everything to where they can use what they want to use. I mean, I'm going to always go back to Roger Gracie, because he's the best example that I can come up with for the highest level, using the most basic day one jiu-jitsu. The guy, you know, Rafael Lovato is another one. Paulo's another one. Salo, all of them. Marcelo, basically. Everybody goes, his X guard. No, his X guard is 6 sweep to get the top. He gets a top game. That's it. He gets on your back and he chokes you, or he gets on top of you and he chokes you. That's what he does.
It's open guard.
It's just an open guard. He's just very sweepy with it. That's all. That's all it is. He's not tricky.
Arm drag to the back.
He's not tricky. Exactly. Arm drag back, choke, squeeze, choke, squeeze, choke, snuggle, choke. You want to see a snuggle? Look at Marcelo. Marcelo is like, I'm on your back and snuggling. That's what he's doing. He's like, he's like a little monkey hanging off your back. Like, literally, stuck to you. You know, that's it. He gets that little squeeze on, and that's it. You know, look at Roger. Roger Gracie does the same thing. It doesn't matter who he's with. Best of the best of the best. He's going to pass your guard. He's going to mount you, and he's going to collar choke you. Collar choke you from the mount. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. So you know it. Hi, I'm going to pass your guard. I'm going to collar choke you from the mount today. Cool. All I've got to do is defend that, right? He's not going to do anything else, but you can't. So what does he have? Solid fundamentals. So fundamentals used with perfection. You know, I don't care about all the tricky stuff. Yeah, you know, there's always some new kid that comes out and they've got some tricky stuff. And, you know, Mendez brothers, whatever. They come out, but the thing is that it's not that they're few and far between. They kind of are, they kind of aren't. But what happens is most of the time, any of the new flashy crap works the first time, and then everybody goes back and looks at it, and next time around it doesn't work. You know, but what does? Solid fundamentals. Why does the basic stuff work? Because it does. Because it did come from us, man. This is samurais were using this stuff. It's way before our time. You know. All the Gracies did is modified it and made it a little guard more effective. You know, I mean, this came before them, way before. And, you know, and God knows where it came from before that. You know, you start looking at the history of grappling and you know, jiu-jitsu itself and going back in time. And, you know, it loses they lose track of it at like 50 BC or something. I mean, there's, you know, we know there was tancration, there's this, there's samurai. They were using some sort of hand-to-hand combat in India. You know, you lose touch. So the stuff's way beyond us. There's a reason why they weren't using the inverted spider monkey foofling, you know, in India, you know, in the 3rd century, you know, because it didn't work, you know. And they weren't all no-gi fighters back then. They were wearing clothes. So, you know, whether it was gi or no-gi, whatever, nobody fights naked. If you fight naked, it should be for your life. Remember that. Okay? Somebody should walk out dead. You know, you go, yeah, so think about that. Just pressure. Think about Paulo was out, you know, guard pass. Good example. Everybody that rolled with Paulo's 170 pounds. He feels heavier than me, you know? And I know I feel heavy. You know, I hear that constantly, non-stop from people a lot bigger than me. Or, you know, guys go, man, Cody's 260, you feel heavier than him. Paulo's 170. And I'm like,
3 times in a row, you pass guard, collar choke.
yeah, collar choke. Like I said, you know, for me right now, you know, as I've started to reevaluate and I'm trying to mount more, I'm doing a lot more mount, a lot more S mount, a lot more attacks from S mount. And you know, my gold standard is when I'm able to collar choke a black belt from the mount. Because to me, it's full circle now. I realize that, you know, I'm a white belt, black belt. And, you know, Paulo's a black belt right now. Because he's got, you know, I said this before, I'll say it again. Think about this. He was a black belt when I was a white belt. So now that I'm a black belt, the difference in time between us is the difference of what it takes to get a black belt. Okay, so he's that much better than me. Okay? To me, it's just crazy. So a white belt move like a collar choke from the mouth, which everybody learned day one. That's day one. If you never use the mouth, okay. But you can do it on, I can't do it on black belt. I can't even really get it very well on anybody that's higher level. I'm just not able to, you know, so for me, that's my move. When I'm able to work that collar choke from the mount effectively, always, like a Hajer, then I'll be happy. You know, and then when that happens, there'll be something new that I'll carry on. You know, for right now, I'm looking at these type of things, you know, what's going to change my game next? Am I going to compete again? Am I not going to compete again? Are there people out there? I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't think so. I don't plan on it. I know I can. There's no way I can. There's no way I can coach.